From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action now. Dalton.
Open man is Seth Williams. He's got it.
And they'll get him down. After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Montgomery trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On 1st down, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Fields throwing again.
And Graham's got it, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the...
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Back to throw. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Now Fields.
Dancing to his left.
That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Open space inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 25 yards to the house.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Choose the mic. Watch the screen. Hey, 50. Watch the screen. Mike 2. Watch it.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. They'll run on first down. Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. And this one's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Stafford on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a 1st down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 2, Mike 2. I got middle.
Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Mike 2, 32. I'm going to run you over. Choose the mic. I don't even know why.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run. Montgomery looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some room to run now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a run with Montgomery. Gets by him at the 25. And shutting him off now open field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50 at Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down at the 7-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of pull.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 49. Rams 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. One last throw here for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positive.